Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, Her Journey. She's new to America Pro. It's the community for immigrant women who build their career in corporate America. And today I have my guest, Gaukhar. Gaukhar is a member, and she's not just a member, she's a founding member of our community. We've been known each other, I believe, more than 1 year, right? It's been, I think, a while. Yeah, it's been a while, and we met online on Threads, and today we're gonna talk a little bit more about Gaukhar's past, her present, where she at, and what's the dreams and hopes she has for her future. Welcome to our podcast, Gaukhar. Happy to have you.
Hi, Ajar, and hello, everyone. Thanks for inviting me for this podcast.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So let's dive into your background. I know you are based on what I learned about you, you are a product manager, and you're, I would say, serial. Not just a product manager, but more as a founder of your own products. And if we can just talk a little bit more about your background, what do you do, what you've done in the past, and who you are and what are you doing?
Okay, thanks again. I'm from originally Kazakhstan, and when I was 22, I moved to South Korea, and that's actually where my journey has started, my immigration journey, I would say. Yes, first when I went to Korea, I was 22. I just graduated my university, and I just wanted to see the life outside of the box, how other people live. And yes, I went to Korea, totally naive young girl, and I thought like, oh wow, this is a perfect country for me. I want to live here, study here, etc. But I mean, the reality was so different from what I actually expected. So yes, my journey starts from 2015. I was learning Korean language. I wasn't actually planning to stay in Korea for a long time. I ended up staying there for around a little bit more than 6 years. And yes, I learned Korean language, and then I went for my master's. I mean, for the first 2 years when I was learning Korean language, it was a little bit hard. So then I decided to maybe move back to my country because immigrant life was so hard for me. I was not only studying but also working. Yeah, and then in 2019, I got the scholarship from university. And I started to do my master's. Yes, and actually I would say my major is totally different from what I'm doing right now. And yes, my major is international relations. And I've actually never worked I worked only as a Korean interpreter and translator for a few years, and that's it. So yeah, in 2019, I went to South Korea again to do my master's. And while I was doing my master's, I tried to also because I had a lot of time and I did a lot of part-time job. And then when I was finishing my master's, I found it was COVID time, and I started working in a startup. It was very I would say very, very unexpected at that moment for me, because I was planning to work. I was thinking okay, since my major is international relations, I would work somewhere in UN or somewhere in international organizations. But that startup where I worked it was a fintech startup. And I joined there as an early member. And what I started doing there, I actually loved it. I was doing a customer, for 1 month I was doing the customer support, and I literally loved what I was doing there. And I just moved to a product marketing manager. And it's I started to work with all my clients, and it's I was so excited about the product, what we were building there. And yes, within 1 year, the whole team, not only me, the whole team, we kind of achieved really great results. Yeah, unfortunately, later on, because of my visa situation, as a foreigner, you don't only work there, you also have to go through all the steps, like all your visa issues, like basically everything. You become like a lawyer for yourself. You become like everything for yourself. So yeah, the company by then, they couldn't make a visa for me, like a visa sponsorship, and I was thinking like, okay. I need to find a company that can actually sponsor like visa, a working visa for myself. So yes, I started applying, and in 2021, I received around 3 to 4 job offers, which is actually, I will explain it later, because I have like, I can compare between like US and between Korea, the job hunting. In Korea, it was easier than in US.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's look back to your first immigration experience. You moved to South Korea. It was your first country, right? Did you travel before? How were your expectations about South Korea before you arrived? Did you know about this country? What did you know? How would you compare those to imagination or pictures?
Yes. Thanks for the question. To answer your first question, before Korea, I just traveled with first with my mom. And then when I was a kid, I also went to Europe a few times. But it was just like a travel, or like, it was like dance competitions. Yes. But like my real immigration was actually Korea, my first country. To be honest, I was like, I loved Korea since 2010, I would say, since I was like 17 or 18, because of Korean dramas and because of K-pop. I just started like, at some point, I just fell in love with the country. And I was thinking like, okay, I really one day I want to go and live in Korea. But it was just a dream of 18 years old girl. I would never expect that it would come true, to be honest. And yes, in 2015, I was like, okay, why not? I'll just go for 6 months. And that 6 months I ended up being there for more than 6 years. And yeah, what was my expectations? Of course, like I thought like everything is gonna be like in Korean TV shows, Korean dramas, which is not true. Basically, when I lived in Kazakhstan, I would say I had everything. My parents, I'm grateful for them. My parents, they did everything for my comfort. I never actually, I just lived my beautiful comfort life. When I went to Korea, and I started my real adult life in Korea, because I had to go through all the challenges, like everything there, from naive girl, I kind of grew to a person that fights for herself. Yes, it was, I love that experience, but it was very hard and challenging.
I love that you, we always have certain expectations about something based on what we see on TV. And I can relate to that when we have certain expectations. For example, with the US, I thought it's a concrete jungle like New York everywhere. I never thought that the United States will be so green and only one-story buildings across the country. Based on these 6 years that you had in South Korea, what will be your main lessons learned that you would like to share with our audience?
Trust yourself. If I could go back, I would just tell to myself like one thing: trust yourself and trust your intuition. Because whenever you move abroad, it's not only Korea, like anywhere abroad, you go far away from your country, you go far away from your family. Basically, you are starting your life from scratch in a totally new environment. You are not only learning the language. Language is not a problem at all. Like you can learn language in 1 or 2 years. But you also have to learn the society, the culture, the mindset of people, the way they live there, all the unwritten rules of any Korean society, but also of any society. yes, just be ready, because if you are not going to learn all of that in advance, it is going to be hard. That's why you have to learn the language, the story, the history, the society, the whole background, the cultural background. So you will just prevent yourself from the cultural shock later on. And of course, you have to trust yourself. Never ever act from the fear or from, I would say, from fear or from your wounds or traumas. You already made a huge step. You already become so brave to actually decide to move to another country. Have to keep trusting yourself.
I would definitely relate, and looking back to my experience and any other experience that I've seen with immigrants, sometimes we doubt on ourselves and we need to trust. We need to just move forward and don't have this fear.
It's like, just always remember that when you move to a new country, there will be many people that you meet along the way and that will tell you like, you are not enough. It's not enough. Like whatever you are doing, this is not right or this is not correct. If you start working in the corporate, you will meet many people from like many locals, I would say, that will tell you like, no, you like whatever you are doing, like they will make you like a smaller. So never ever let anyone to make you feel that you're not enough. You're always enough. You're already like so brave to move to another country.
You started your career in startup. You studied for international relationships, and
Yes.
now you moved to marketing and product development and startup. What helped you to change your career path?
Curiosity. You have to be always curious about everything, because the life is shifting very fast, like especially with AI right now. And you have to put your ego down there, I don't know, somewhere. And you have to be curious. You have to always learn. If you stop learning and if you stop being curious about everything, like all the products, whatever you are building, I think it's going to be a little bit harder. Yes. And there's another thing that I always keep telling to myself is doesn't matter which kind of job or which profession you have. If you have the critical thinking and if you have the ability of problem solving, you will just be, I don't know, like a superman, superwoman in any career, I would say.
Yeah, that's really, really cool to have the ability, being curious and then the ability to solve the problem. Yeah, that's very interesting. And going back again, step back to you are in South Korea. You had experience working in Kazakhstan and you started working for South Korean company. What was your first impression about the corporate culture in South Korea?
The first impression, to be honest, like my most of my experience comes from Korean companies. Some Korean companies that I worked to in Kazakhstan and like mostly in Korea too. Hierarchy. Korea is very like it's Asia. It's like traditional society. I mean, Kazakhstan is also traditional society, but it's a little bit different. I mean, there's a lot of similarities between Kazakhstan culture and Korean culture. For example, you have to respect adults. You have to. There's also like some hierarchy everywhere in the family, at the workplace. For me, the cultural, I don't know, like for me actually was super hard, like building a career as a foreign woman in a hierarchical corporate environment, because I was a foreigner. Secondly, I'm a woman, and building a career in super traditional conservative environment was quite challenging.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Still the challenge for Western and developed countries as well to be successful as a woman. That's I think the reality that being a woman, especially just being a woman, it's a challenge itself, and then building your career in any society. And that's the big challenge, especially in the hierarchy societies.
Yes, also.
Well.
Yeah, and secondly is, I don't know, is it Korea or what? I kind of like I grew the ability in myself that I learned how to read the room. In Korea, they even have the special word for it. You have to read the room. It's like, by reading the room, I mean, like, you don't usually ask, or it's like your boss doesn't give you like the straightforward feedback, but you kind of have to guess yourself that, okay, whatever you are doing might not be right. You shouldn't be telling this and that. You shouldn't be giving this kind of feedback, or you shouldn't be doing this kind of work, because you have to read the room. Like some people in your team, they might not like it. Yes.
After South Korea, you had another country. Let's talk about it, and then we'll...
Yeah, in 2023, when it's like I decided to quit my corporate in South Korea because I was at some point burnt out, and I wanted to go back to like a startup and to tech, basically. But I didn't want to do only marketing. I wanted to actually dive inside what actually people are doing there, how they build in the mobile apps, how do they build like any kind of products. Yes, and I found a Singaporean startup in Singapore, and me and my husband, we relocated to Singapore in 2024. Yes, and me and like I joined like early Singaporean startup. They were like the guys. They were like founders, 3 founders. They were building the startup for Singaporean market, for not only Singaporean, for South Asian market and Southeast Asian market. Sorry. And yeah, that was another kind of challenge for me, because working in the early stage startup, that wasn't even like, it wasn't startup of series A or B or C. It was like pre-seed startup. There's no structure, right? And you have to build everything from scratch there. And I mean, luckily I had a great team, of course. But again, another Asian society, which is like Singaporean society, which is kind of like, I would say similar, but not really. So you again have to learn, not the language, thanks God they speak English there. But you have to learn still like the culture, the job culture. You have to learn how like the people's mindset, basically relearn again everything and build a product for the market over there. Because without knowing the psychology of your user, you cannot actually build the right product, unfortunately. So yeah, Singapore was very like, I love that experience. For me, it was like super great experience. I came back from like super hierarchical, traditional hierarchical society to kind of like, again, like startup, very early stage startup, but also like very fast moving. Like we were just moving so fast there. I would say like one day I would consider as 3. It's like 1 year of working in startup would be like 3 years working in the normal company, I would say.
Right. What helped you to stay motivated, encouraged, and continue working and without burning out?
I think many things depend on your team. I mean, of course I burned out. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't burn out. I did. I think at some point, everyone working in startup or everyone building their products, they all burn out. But the way, maybe the question is how you deal with that and how you, again, encourage yourself to do the work. Yes, I think everything depends on your team. I literally loved my team, development team, dev team. All the engineers that I worked with, they are from Kazakhstan and they worked remotely from Almaty. And I really loved all the engineers. And you kind of cheer up each other. Yeah. Everything depends on your team, because whenever you say like, I build a startup, you cannot say I build a startup. I always say we do it as a team.
Yeah. Having supportive team, especially with our own culture, I think it's very important.
Smart and very smart. And I mean, I got a lot of support, I would say. That's another rule. Whenever I join any startup, I always look at the founders too. I always look at the team. I kind of do the interview of them too.
Yeah. That's culture fit and follow founder. It's very important. Wonderful. And let's talk about our presence, where you are and What are you doing? What's your day-to-day look like right now?
Yes, I moved to US last year, 2025. It was February 2025. And right now I am building the startup in US. I joined like American startup, and we are building the like very, very early stage product right now. It's I would say pre-PMF, pre-product market fit, which is also like super challenging and hard, but it's also super interesting because again, the team makes a lot of difference. And my day-to-day life is just be curious and go and explore. And be consistent. The discipline is very, very important because when you work in startups, you can get easily discouraged, and you can just like, let's say if you try like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, it's not working, and then many people, they just give up and stop. But you have to be consistent. All the baby steps you are doing, you have to do that all the time. And until you get the result, it's like there's many people who try 100 times and they fail, but the 101st time they actually succeed. Yeah, that's I'm building now. Before that, I was building the apps. And of course, I never stay still. I always try to experiment some kind of hypothesis, whatever ideas I have in my mind, especially now with all the AI, everything. With AI agents, it becomes so easy to actually build anything, to release any kind of like tool, app, whatever you want to do. The main, I would say, challenge right now, it's distribution. Yes.
That's the big pain, I think, with the all evolving technology, to find the right audience and reach it. Great. So you are in the US. It's been more than 1 year since you moved. It's almost 2 years. It's a year and a half.
1.5 year, year and a half, yeah.
And how do you feel about the US, and what do you see the difference? Have you had the chance to see the cultural difference in the US versus other countries where you were able to live?
Yes, when I came to US, I had a lot of cultural shock here. Not in terms of only corporate or career, but also in life too. If we talk about corporate career, the main challenge that I actually had here is you have to speak about yourself in the US. You have to go and you basically have to pitch yourself. If you don't talk about yourself in this country, no one will know about you, and no one even care about you at all. In Asia, in South Korea, in Singapore, even in Kazakhstan, it's different. The way how we grew up usually is different. It's like when I was growing up in Kazakhstan, like my parents or my grandparents, they were telling me like, never show off, never talk about yourself, never talk about your performance, never talk about your results. You will make uncomfortable other people. Just don't show off. Do it in silence. When I went to Korea, it's actually now it's like doubled. In Korea, whatever they say in Kazakhstan, in Korea it doubles, I would say, because it's also conservative. In Korea, in corporate, you just let your results speak for you. You don't go and you don't even do the post in LinkedIn or anywhere like saying like, hey, I'm happy to share that I achieved this kind of results, whatever. Here in US, I mean, maybe it's good. You have to talk about yourself. If you are not talking about all your achievements, no one is going to know about you. And this is how you actually stay visible in this country. For me, it was, I would say, when I started to talk about my journey in LinkedIn, I was going out from my comfort zone. For me, it was so hard. It's like, no, how come I can share this? It's like this imposter syndrome I have. It just started to protest inside me. It's like, no, don't talk about yourself. Like, go and let other people talk about you, or let your founder or your coworkers talk about you. You don't talk about yourself. This is not the way how you actually should live in US, I would say.
Yeah, that's so true, and I think that's the hard truth. And everyone needs to know that only visibility builds trust here in the US.
Exactly.
And if you get, and trust helps you to get further and build your career. And people trust for those whom they see every day somewhere, and they know that they're not going to disappear tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good insight. And for our audience, guys, ladies, if you were thinking about building your visibility, start with LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is the best place for professionals to start building their visibility and build the trust that can help them to reach their goals.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, it's 1.5 years in the US, 6 years in South Korea, 1 year in Singapore, right?
Yeah,
around 1 year in Singapore. Mm-hmm. So you've been an immigrant almost a decade. What was your biggest lessons learned?
As I mentioned already before, trust yourself, trust your intuition, and never let anyone to kind of to make you feel that you're not enough. Do not be comfortable, especially if you move abroad. Whenever you move abroad, because of the cultural difference and because of the visa restrictions, everything, like all the visa sponsorship, you just start to take over all the tasks from your workplace, let's say. I ended up in a situation that I was doing the work of 4 people. Okay, 3 people. Including me, 4 people. Mm-hmm. It's because I was like in a fear that I would lose my job. I'm immigrant. I'm foreigner. I'm taking over the job of locals, and but I was insecure about myself, and I was just ending up taking the job of 3 people, including me, and I was doing everything, and I burned out. I lost I lost a lot of weight because I was getting a lot of stress. You don't do that. Yeah. Always know your worth, I would say. You are you're already good. You're already good enough. You're already smart, and be always confident. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's very important.
Just trust yourself. Exactly. Trust yourself. And second thing is learn the language. If you move to a new country and you don't know the language, it is going to be hard. If you move to US and you don't know English, unfortunately, it will be hard for you to integrate into society. If you move to South Korea or China or Turkey or any other country or like Spain, you have to learn their language. You have to, if you want to integrate into society and if you want to work there, if you want to live there, the language, the mindset, the culture, the history, it's very important. It will I would say it will accelerate your immigration process.
Yeah, your adaptation, your integration. I think it's very, very important. And yeah, let's talk about your future. Gaukhar, in the next 5-10 years, what are you planning, dreaming about? And if you can just open up a little bit, what's next?
What's next? I'm like every day, I think about it. What is next? I would say right now I am in the process of building my career in US. I came here to start over, and it's like no friends, no family. I mean, I have my husband and his family here, thanks God. But it's like I never lived in this country. I don't have any US background. I don't have any US, I don't have American experience in American corporate companies. I didn't have before. Sorry. I don't have any US education. So I'm starting over from scratch now. And you are kind of you're witnessing right now. Everything what I'm going through, I would say. I want to end up being in a situation where when I am fulfilled and I'm just happy of being who I am, I don't want to always perform, because for the past 10 years, I've been working so hard. I was just, at some point, I had even 3 jobs at a time, in one time, which was so crazy, 3 jobs and study. And I was always performing, showing results. And it's like the last 10 years went through very fast, but at the same time, I don't remember that I was actually enjoying it. I was depressed, and I kind of lost myself. I had the crisis of immigrant. I'm sure everyone has it. But it's like along the way, I don't even understand how these 10 years flew by so fast. Not 10, 9 years. But still, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to have balanced life where I am I'm building my family here. I have enough time to spend time with my family. I have enough time to grow my career. And because I'm an ambitious person, I want to succeed in my career. I don't want to just do anything. I don't want to just do nothing, right? Yeah, my dream is I want to build successful business in the future. Yeah, I already have some graveyard of startup ideas and also graveyard of experiments that I was running for the last 2-3 years. And I don't want to give up. Yeah, I'm still in the process of building the products now. Some of them is not working, some of them will work. And yes, I want to build my own startup, my own business, I would say, the local business or a non-local business, but very successful one where I get to, get to choose.
I love that. Love that. I love this future vision of having balanced life and being successful, not giving up your own dreams. And I'm sure you're going to reach that. You already have done a lot of things in the last 9 years. It's just made you stronger. And I believe that we will continue witnessing your success in everything what you do. And we would love to have you again back to our podcast, and where you can share what you have achieved and what's the lessons learned you have to share with our community, with our audience. And definitely we would love to continue learning from you. Thank you so much, Gaukhar, for coming to our podcast. It was such an amazing conversation. And I think everyone who wants to learn more about Gaukhar, we will leave your LinkedIn, and you definitely please connect and continue building relationships.
Thank you so much, Ajar. It was very inspiring.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.